Hey, Tony Gaskins here, popping in for a quick video. Now, I was on the live and a young lady asked, Tony, can you explain the difference between a man coming back out of ego and out of heart? Now, that terminology, that phrasing is something that I made up in a video where I said sometimes men come back out of ego and sometimes he comes back out of heart. And really kind of was just trying to give a label to the different types of ways men come back. And so let's start with ego. What you need to understand is that as humans, we hate rejection. It's like if you text someone and they don't text you back, that can burn you up. If you call someone and they don't call you back, that can burn you up. Like you can go through some things, and let's say you get fired from your job. It may burn you up when you get fired and you like, what did I do? Why me? And you may lose sleep for weeks. But think about it. If you get fired from your job, if you get cut from a team and you keep going back up to your job, what are they going to do? They're not going to look at it like a relationship. They look at it like business. So they're not going to say, oh, she really or he really loves us. Oh, let's entertain him or her at the door and just have conversation. No, they're going to call the police on you and say that you are trespassing because you keep showing up after you've been fired. So we don't really have the control to do that in our lives. But in a relationship, what do? In a relationship, we'll take, and when you leave a man, he is hurt, he is appalled, he cannot believe you had the strength to walk away, he cannot believe that you feel like you're better than him. And when it's ego, he comes back, and he's coming back because he hates rejection, he hates failure. And a woman is the only thing in his life that he can get to accept him again. A job, they're calling the police. A guy friend, he probably getting knocked out. A woman is the only person in the world that is going to entertain him and look at it as if, oh, maybe he misses me. And so it's tough because if he's coming back out of heart, it may look the same in the beginning as a man who's coming back out of ego. So how do you tell the difference? See, what you have to realize is with ego, a lot of times it's always ego when a man left you. So that's one. If he broke up with you, if he decided you weren't enough and he left you, and then he comes back, that is out of ego. Because a man operating from his heart will never leave you if he feels you're his wife. A man operating from his heart won't leave you and allow you to go through that pain and worry and angst and all of those emotions and feelings if he feels like you're his wife. But a man operating from ego will say, you know what? You're not good enough for me. Let me go over here and see if I can find another woman with a better butt, better breasts, better smile, more money, nicer car, nicer place to live, better neighborhood. And he is looking for an upgrade. And so he's operating out of ego. Now, here's the thing. When a man comes back out of ego, he's coming back because he wants the last say so. He wants the last lick, as we call it. When you playing, when you hit and then you got to get the last lick, or you playing tag and you got to get the last lick. He wants the last lick. He wants the last laugh. He wants to prove to himself that he can have you, that you are not better than him, that you don't know who you are, what you want, and that he has control over you. And the reason why he wants to feel that is because he doesn't have control over himself. So when a man doesn't know who he is, when a man is a grown boy, then he seeks to control and have say so in the life of a woman. So what happens is he feels worthless in life. He feels less than in life. He feels unaccomplished in life. He feels inadequate and insecure in the world. He may have millions of dollars, but if he feels less than a man of another race, or he looks at other men who have more money than him, or in his career, he's less accomplished as some of his colleagues and comrades, then he has some insecurity. And so with that insecurity, a lot of times a man wants to make himself feel good by having a woman who, what I want to say will come off a little too blunt, by having a woman who will lick his balls, basically. And what I mean by that is, the picture where they show the lion or the dog, licking that on their scrotum. That's essentially what a man is looking for a woman to stroke his ego. You see what I mean? Stroke his ego. And if he can have a woman, it's like the world is beating him up. He feels inadequate. He feels insecure. And then he comes to this woman and she just, now he just like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm the man. So it takes and it makes him feel like he's somebody. Because as long as he has one fan, if TMZ does not know his name, don't care for him, they're not chasing him, he has no fan, he has no paparazzi, the world treats him like a peon, like a scrub. But you're gonna be ready on demand. Whatever he needs from you, when he wants you, he wanna talk to you, he wanna be with you, you right there and you wide open. You right there, you wide open. You ready to lick on you something. And so guess what? That's why he keeps coming back to you. Now, how do you know that it's ego? It's ego when it hurts you. It's ego when him coming back still causes pain, still causes stress. It's ego when he comes back and he doesn't want to change. He's nice, but the deal breakers, the things that really irked you about him, the things that really annoyed you about him, they're still there. He's still condescending, or he's still distant or closed in, or he shuts down when it's time to have a real conversation. Or if he's the type that flies off the handle and he yells and he curses, it's still there. He's still stubborn. He's still arrogant. You say, well, I think we ought to read this book entitled A Woman's Influence and just go through one chapter a week and discuss it. And he says, no, we don't need to read anybody's book. They're probably a fake couple. Them Hollywood couples, they just do it for the book deal. They're just in it for the money. We don't need to do that. You say, well, I think we ought to go on this guy's site, TonyGaskinsAcademy.com, and take Real Love University together. No, we don't need that. He's probably cheating on his wife. Or you say, hey, I think we ought to visit mymentor.life and book a session with a coach. It's like, no, we don't need a third person in our relationship. We can figure this out on our own. We don't need a third wheel, third leg. That means he has come back out of ego because he still wants to do it his way. He still wants to be in control. And that's where he gets his sense of control, by controlling you, because he feels less than, he feels inadequate. You may think he's a boss. You may think that he's macho. You may think he has money or he has looks. You may look at him and say he has no reason to be insecure. He's not insecure at all. But that's all a facade. It's all a front. If a man can't come and be gentle with his woman, be submissive with his woman, then he's insecure. Because a man's strength is in his gentleness. So if a man can't come in your life and lead with love and lead with service and be compassionate, be passionate, be understanding, be giving, be forgiving, be loving, be sacrificial, be selfless, a selfless love. If a man cannot do that, then he's insecure, he is weak, he is immature, he is lost, he is hurting, he is misguided, he was not correctly raised. That's the end of it. That's the end of it. So when you get back with a man and you give him another chance and you say, I'm feeling stressed. I don't feel the trust. I don't feel the love. I feel some resentment. Then he came back out of ego. And you still feel an abrasiveness. You still feel that he's insensitive. You don't feel that he's truly learned a lesson or that he's truly changed. He's just kind of wiggled his way back in your life and just taking his spot back without really doing the work. And he's lulled you to sleep with other things, laughter or gifts or some quality time, but it's not healthy time. It's not pure. He's not truly a lover. Then that means he's come back out of ego. Now see, when a man comes back out of heart, that's when he's going to come back and he's going to be repentant. So just like the word to repent from your sins in the Bible, he's going to be sorry. He's going to be remorseful. He's going to be open to change. Okay, what does it take? What do we have to do? If you say, hey, we need to do some coaching with this guy named Tony Gaskins, and he says, okay, we can do that. How do we set it up? And if he has money, meaning he has a job, he says, okay, I'll pay for it. And then he gets on the call, and on the sessions, he is open, he's honest, he accepts responsibility, he admits to his faults, he talks about the things he needs to do to change. Now, this is how you know a man has come back out of heart. He's come back out of heart. Now, that doesn't mean he's perfect. That doesn't mean he's not going to make a mistake. It doesn't mean that he won't go back to his old ways. But at least for now, he's operating from heart, from a place of love. Because a man who came back out of ego, he's not going to do that. He's going to talk you out of any and everything that you want to do that's going to strengthen the relationship by exposing the holes, exposing the voids, and calling it out and requiring that you all grow and get better. He is going to run from all of that. But this man who comes back out of heart, he's going to feel different. So when you talk to him, whatever he used to do wrong in communication, he has worked on it and he's doing it differently. He's doing the opposite. If he used to shut down, now he's expressing himself. If he used to yell and curse, now he's cool, calm, and collected. If he used to storm off, walk away, now he's sitting down, he's present, he's locked in, he's in the conversation. So understand this. Understand this. The man who comes back out of heart, what happened with him is it looks different with his time away. And his time away from you, he sat down and he looked at his choices and he looked at his mistakes and he said, you know what? I was wrong. I pushed her away. I didn't understand what I had. I was immature. I was a grown boy and I made a mistake. I was trying to have my way, not realizing that my way is not the best way and that I need love. I need to be held accountable. But I was trying to make her change and become a puppy dog, become a human teddy bear, becoming the person, which I'll do another video on the human teddy bear. That's another concept that I, kind of just made up in talking. I'll talk about that. And he'll say, here I was. I went about it the wrong way. And if I get another chance, I'm going to do this thing right. I'm going to change my ways. I'm going to do this thing right. Whereas the man who came back out of ego, in his time away from you, he was saying, that old stupid B, who she think she is? Oh, you think you better than me? Oh, you think you just gonna walk off from me? Oh, you think you just gonna get on Instagram and just live a lavish life? Oh, you traveling, huh? Oh, you wanna show that you all that? Okay, watch this. Watch this. I'm finna come back and dog you out. I'm finna come back and have you sucking and ducking and tipping and flossing and flipping and glossing. Oh, I'm finna wear you out, girl. And then I'm gonna cheat on you. Then I'm gonna look at you, laugh at you, and walk off. So he comes back, the man out of ego now. He comes back and, hey, how are you? Really miss you and been thinking about you and just want to know if we can talk. The man out of ego, he says the same thing the man out of heart says. The man who's coming back out of heart, he's saying the same thing. So remember, it's after that when it comes to the work. Okay, now here's the thing. A man who's coming back out of ego, who happens to bump into this video, now he's going to do some of the work. So that's why when a man comes back, you can't just jump back in. You can't just jump back in and boom, you on your back. No, 2 weeks, that's too fast. You already slept with him in 2 weeks, that's too fast. A month, that's too fast. 2 months, that's too fast. 3 months, that's too fast. That's too fast. No, you need to go. You need to put him on ice. Y'all got to start all over, and you courting all over again. 6 months is conversation. It's pure love. It's dates. And the most y'all doing is a little kiss on the lips. Y'all ain't even tongue, and it shouldn't be all that. All of that. You got slob all over your face. No. You done caught in 19 because y'all tongue kissing. None of that. A little kiss on the lip. Now listen. Okay. You can wet your lips now. You can wet your lips and get your little kiss and turn the inside of your lip out to where it's a little wet in there. But not no tongue and all that. And then so some of y'all, this is what y'all do. Some of y'all say, well, we didn't have intercourse, but we did other stuff. Guess what? When you singing on that microphone, that's worse than intercourse. That's worse. That is actually worse. Yes. A lot of women don't know that. A man will let a hooker, a $2 hooker, sing on the microphone. But he will not sleep with her. He will not lie down and have intercourse with her. So what I mean by that is you degrade yourself more when you get on the microphone. And I hope everybody know what I'm talking about. When you get on the microphone, you degrade yourself more than getting on your back. Because a man will let any woman, from a $2 street corner woman, sing on the microphone, but he won't lie down and have intercourse with any woman. So you actually worse for that. What some men will try to do when you trying to abstain to see if he really committed, if he really bought that life, or maybe you have changed your life and you're not abstaining just to test him, but you're abstaining because you feel like this is the right thing to do. What some men will do, they're going to try to come at you and offer to eat the peach cobbler. Okay? They're going to want to eat the peach cobbler. Okay? Understand what I'm talking about? Okay? He want to eat the peach cobbler because he knows that is to get you to drop your guard You relax your mind, you relax your body. Okay, it's a different type of release than intercourse, because you might not even have a release in intercourse. So with this right here, he really getting you all the way calm. So some men, and it could be a man who he didn't used to do that, to where you wanted that, but he really wasn't with it. You know, he was on the DJ Khaled, with Khaled probably lying, because I can tell by his teeth he lying. He be down there tearing all kind of peach cobbler up, but he just thought it would be lame to say that publicly, that he do that. But it's like, come on, bro. Grown men, we grown men out here. But anyway, so he probably used to didn't do it, because some men don't do that. Now another reason a man don't do that is because he don't love you. Because a man will never do that for a woman he don't love. Okay, so if your man don't do that, he don't love you. He don't love you, point blank period. Point blank period, he don't love you. Okay. Now you could have other issues down there, but if you got other issues down there, then he gonna leave you anyways. He ain't gonna be down there if it's smelling like an all-out spoiled fish market, and you know you got the ram in the bush down there. You know you got such a bush down there that when he get in there, it's like he putting his head in one of them 70s afros. He gonna leave you anyway. So that is not the case. So if he didn't used to do that, but now he come back, he won't do that. Or let's say he used to do that and it just knock your socks off. This how he gonna try to get you. So see, a man will get that thing that really he want to do that thing that's really gonna get you there. If red wine get you gone, oh, he got a bottle of red wine every day, every week. He got some red wine trying to get you to drop that guard. If a bag gonna get you gone, oh, he on every Louis Vuitton.com, Dior.com. He got all the bag. He getting any kind of bag he could get. If gifts is your love language, he getting gifts. If physical touch is your love language, oh, you getting back massages. If words of affirmation, oh, he blowing your head up, your head like a hot air balloon. You floating around the house. He done blowed your head up so much. If, what's another one? Quality time. Oh, he's giving you all the time in the world. See, a man who come back out of ego and who come back out of heart, they're gonna do the same things. But when it comes down to the true test, so a man who comes back out of ego, he's not going to be able to be perfect and to fake it for 6 months. And that's beyond the point. Any man could pretty much fake it for 90 days. Now, a man who comes back out of ego can fake it for a year if you pleasing him. Meaning, you on the microphone, you letting him eat peach cobbler, or y'all going all the way. Okay, intercourse. If you giving him that release, then yeah, he could fake it. He could fake it as long as you give him that release. When you not giving a man a release, meaning that, because see, what you don't realize is that when he down there on that peach cobbler, you may say, oh, this for me. No, he still could get a release from that. So when you're not giving him any kind of play in that sexual arena, then guess what? That's when you see his true colors. Because he's going to start to get sexually frustrated. And so now what you got to understand, listen to me now. Don't let your mind go to visualizing your ex and how y'all used to get down. Now you are, but your body chemistry changing while you listen to video thinking about your ex. Now calm down, fan yourself, wait, chill. We done activated your soul tie and you getting out of hand. Now listen to me now. When you with this man now, he may be dealing with Angela, okay? He may be dealing with Angela, but guess what? His body knows that Angela is not real. That Angela is artificial. So Angela cannot do what the Hot Pocket could do. Okay, y'all know what a Hot Pocket is. Okay, we talking about a Hot Pocket. Angela cannot do what your Hot Pocket could do. Okay, it's a different feeling, and the body, the brain knows it. It knows it because it is wired to reproduce. So it knows if it's in artificial stimulation or if it's in the real Hot Pocket. Okay? So understand that. So what you have to realize is when you are allowing this man to court you, he's calling you every day. He texting you every day. Y'all talking for at least an hour a day. If y'all live in the same vicinity, y'all going on at least one date a week. All he is getting is a kiss, a peck on the lips. That's all he getting. He can't rub on the barracuda. He can't rub on your booty. He can't rub on. He ain't getting no physical skin. Okay, he ain't getting. Cause see, a man could get off on anything. Okay, so you know he got any little fetishes. You can't fulfill that. He might want to suck on toes. Nope. The one thing that ain't gonna get him going is that peck on the lip. That ain't gonna do nothing. He might go to feeling something, but it ain't gonna give him no kind of release. Okay, that's a little peck on the lip. That's it. And so from there, now his true colors gonna start to show. A man who came back out of ego, he's about to start trying to use the tactic: manipulation by guilt or coercion by fear, taught by Dr. Gary Chapman in the book 5 Love Languages. Now he's gonna start trying to make you feel bad. The man who came back out of ego. I just don't understand why we have to do all of this, why we have to go through all of this. It's almost like you don't even want to be with me. Like you just want me to waste my time. Like you want me to come back and give all of this and do everything. You're not perfect. You got to do some stuff too. You got to do something too. You got to give something too. It takes two to make it work. It's not fair. I'm not the only one who made mistakes. Yeah, I broke up with you. Yeah, we didn't work out. Yeah, I made some mistakes. But you're not perfect. So you need to give some stuff too. And it's like, I'm coming back to you. I'm a sexual person. I like to, be sexual and be intimate. And here you're telling me that you're one of these celibates. And now you want to be celibate until marriage. Like, what is this? What is this? This is hogwash. And what you don't even realize is the people you listen to online, they're telling you to be celibate and they're having all kind of sex. They're sleeping with all kind of people. I know for a fact because you know what? I got a friend that hired that guy, Tony Gaskin, and she told me he hit on her. So he's not even living it right. And so now he telling you all this right here. So he's trying to manipulate you. He's trying to coerce you. And see, he knows that you love him. That's why you entertaining him. So he know you love him. So he gonna try to bluff, and he gonna try to pull your card because he know you done came this video and I done put a battery in your back. But Duracell don't last forever. The Energizer Bunny don't last forever. So he know eventually the battery gonna die. And I'ma get her. And so what he gonna do? The man who come back out of ego, he gonna do everything right for 30 days. But in them 30 days, in them 60 days, he gonna do 60, 90, 120 days worth of work in 30 to 60 days. I mean, he gonna love you down. He might give you a gift every day of the month. Even if it's only $5 to $10. He done spent $300 on you that month. Even if it's a rose a day. He gonna be so extra. 1 hour phone call. He talking to you 2-3 hours. So you like, oh, I don't need to listen to no videos no more. Tony Gaskins, who? Man, my man has come back. Whoa, he is back. Ooh, I must got that thing on me. Ooh, he want me. So 30 days in, you lulled to sleep. He had just rock my baby. So you knocked out because he done got you. Boom. Because why? You didn't have standards. You didn't have any stipulations put in place to say, I'm not doing nothing sexual with this man inside of 6 months. I don't care if he literally bring the moon into my house and say, this your nightlight. I am not getting on my bike for nothing. I ain't opening my mouth to sing on no microphone. He ain't getting down to nibble on no peach cobbler. We ain't doing nothing. I ain't letting his hand touch my bare skin. You hear me? When you have standards and stipulations, some boundaries in place, now you foolproof. Now you can't play the fool. Now he not gonna be able to play you. But I'm telling you, he gonna knock your socks off. If he come back just whispering sweet nothings and you give in, he ain't have to pull nothing else out of his sleeve. He ain't have to pull nothing else out of his sleeve. If he coming back and he talking good and you really ain't budging, now he got to pull something out of his sleeve. Okay, let me get them roses. She love roses. Okay, let me order a bag. Okay, let me order these new shoes that just dropped. Oh, she loved it. Oh, let me spend money more than I ever spent before. Oh, let me give more quality time than I ever gave before. Oh, let me use words of affirmation to tell her how beautiful and sexy she is. Okay, let me test her breakfast, lunch, and dinner and a midnight snack. Okay, let me take her on 2 dates, 3 dates in a week. Okay, let me do. So he gonna ramp it up. That second 30 days, that second month, he ramping it up to see if that's gonna get you to drop your guards. And most women, 99% of women gonna drop them guards. Be right on her bite. Or have her mouth wide open like Pac-Man. And she just swallowing microphones. And so most women, that's what you're gonna do. And then boom, he got you. He got you. Boom. It worked. Now you'd have been lulled to sleep. He got you. Boom. Month 4, month 5, month 6, where he should have been still proving himself. Now he back to his old ways. Now he the same condescending, rude, nasty, arrogant, immature, insecure, ignorant man that you was with the first time around or the last time around. You might be on your 3rd, 4th time being back with him and still playing the fool, looking like Boo Boo the fool, looking like who shot John and forgot to kill him. Standing up, toe up front of the floor, looking broke, busted, and disgusted. You still playing the fool. This might be the 2nd time, 3rd time, 4th time, 5th time. So guess what? He's sitting there, he like, yes, got him. So this is what he do. The man who come back out of ego, you thinking you won because he done spent some money on you. You thinking you won because he done got down there and ate peach cobbler like he ain't never had a meal in his life. You like, what in the world? Is it a tornado down there? You wondering what the world hit you. But guess what? He came back to play you. Gotcha. Got him. So now you sitting there and see, this what a man who come back out of ego gonna do. He gonna come back. The first time you made it out alive. First time you made it with no real scars, meaning you didn't have his child. This next time he come back, about to put one in you. So because you didn't have any standards, and because you didn't say, listen, you already rode a bicycle, so you already know how to ride a bike. Now, you're going to have to show me the trophy in order to get back on this bicycle. So what I mean by that is, you telling him, listen, we done already slept together. You already know this thing is fire, because that's why you back. Because if it was whack, you wouldn't be back. So you done already had this. Before you get this again, you're going to have to put a ring on it. We're going to have to be married. Because I'm not lying down with you. Because the first time we was together and we broke up, we ain't had no children. So I'm not about to have no children with no man that I don't know is really my husband. And this is how you got to talk to these men. And they feeling gonna hurt. They're gonna be upset. But listen, if you ain't giving no man no sexual favors, he's not gonna be able to fake it for long. Now, understand this. It's some men that's so low down and dirty that they'll marry you to dog you out. They'll marry you just to win because they don't care nothing about divorce. They don't care nothing about their life. He was raised by savages. He ain't got no standards. He ain't got no morals. So yeah, he'll marry you and still dog you out, cheat on you, and leave you just to get that last laugh. That's how men are. You know, there's a movie called Tag, and it's Hannibal Buress. Who old Hannibal followed me on Twitter. I say, man, it's the real Hannibal. He said, yeah. It's a movie called Tag. I think it's called Tag. I think Hannibal in there. But it's a group of men. They in their 30s and they still playing tag. And they've been playing tag since they were kids. And they will not stop playing tag because they want the last lick. They do not want to be the person that's it and that's stuck being it. So they play tag. And it is the most epic game of tag you never seen in your life. That's how men are. Men want the last lick. So this man who come back out of ego, see, this is the thing. You can't just look at what he's doing. You got to listen to your heart. You can't listen to your desperation. You can't listen to your frustration. You can't listen to the tick-tock of your body clock, okay, with your Millie Rock. See, now you sitting there and you hear that tick-tock and it's so loud and you just hear. And you thinking 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 48, no kids. So you listening to your body clock. So now you on your bike, spread eagle. And now you got a grown boy, but now you having his child. Then when you pregnant, that's like being down because you waddling like a duck. Your back hurting. What's that called? Your herniated disc. Your disc pressing on your sciatic. So you in all kind of pain. You waddling like a duck. To a man that don't love you, look like you growing an alien in your stomach. And so while you down, he kick you. He kick you. For some of you, literally kick you right in the stomach. Put hands on you while you pregnant. For some of you, it's literal. Others of you, it's figuratively speaking, metaphorically speaking. You pregnant, he go cheat with another woman. Yup, go cheat on you with another woman. And now you like, oh my goodness, what did I do? I got pregnant from a man that's not my husband, and he's still a dog. What in the world just happened? Yup, that's the story of so many women. So guess what? If that's not your story right now, you got a chance. You got a chance to make the right decision. You got a chance to make a right decision. And remember, go back and watch my video. I think it's called Thinking About Your Ex. It's your ex for a reason. So if a man come back, guess what? Every real man knows that it is of the essence that he works for your heart. So every real man knows that when he come back, he got to put in work. So if that means that he got to date you all over again, court you all over again, and he don't get no funny business until y'all married, that is what it is. Now, you should not tell him that you're going to make him wait until marriage. I know I said that earlier, but I just was kind of, ranting. You don't tell him verbatim, literally, that you're going to make him wait until marriage, because see, a man with ego who come back out of ego, if he don't know that's what you're doing, then he'll play himself, because he'll think that, okay, I got to keep giving. And then what he doesn't realize is that by this 6-month mark, you done already peak game, and then you leaving. He don't realize that you got a timeline. Especially if y'all already been together more than a year. Now, if y'all been together less than a year and y'all broke up and he come back, you can give him a year if you feel like he's the one. The moment you feel like he's not the one, you got to get up and leave. You got to get up and leave. Stop wasting time. Don't waste another second. You got to get up and leave. You hear your body clock. Get up and leave. Don't waste another second the moment you know he's not the one. Okay? So then what you're going to have to do is, if a man come back out of ego and he don't know your game plan, he don't know your timeline, then he's going to be overexerting himself because he think he in a sprint. And so he all out. I mean, he doing everything. He flowers, calls, dates, for nothing gifts, rubbing feet, sucking toes, rubbing like this and flipping, tossing. He doing everything. He doing push-ups in front of you, trying to turn you on. He letting the sun hit him while he glistening with sweat. I mean, he trying to walk sexy. He walking like something stuck up his butt, trying to look sexy. He lifting weight. He working now. He reading books. He doing all this fake stuff, trying to get you where he wants you, but he don't know that you got standards and you got a timeline and you got a game plan. He don't know that. So what happens is he ends up playing himself, because when he wrote reading this here book, he gonna learn and it's gonna hit him hard. And not only do he read it, but when y'all talk about it, because see, this is the thing now, remember, a man out of ego may do some things that a man out of heart will do. So if he say, no, I'm not reading a book, no, I'm not getting a session, boom, then you gone. Conversation over, you gone. If he see that you finna be gone and you walk, he say, well, we wasting our time. If you don't want to get help from a professional, we're wasting our time. If you don't even want to read a book, we're wasting our time. So thank you so much for your effort, for the attempt, but please don't contact me again. You go on about your business. He will have to jump over the moon that same day to get you back. If he let you walk away and he give you a few days without calling you, it's a wrap all the way. It's a wrap all the way. It's a wrap all the way, all the way. And listen, you need to be gone anyways. But a lot of y'all, you just leaving to play games. You just leaving to scare them. And then you sitting there twiddling your thumbs, sitting still wondering when he gonna call you. You playing yourself. Why are you waiting on a man that don't want you? Why are you waiting on a man that you got to keep leaving? That man don't want you. So get up and go on about your business. Why are you trying to play games? And y'all be writing me, Tony, how to effectively use the 72-hour rule. I call it a 72-hour rule, but my wife wasn't using the 72-hour rule. She was literally gone. It just took me 72 hours to get her back. But she was literally gone. See, y'all just, I'm going to leave 72 hours, but you don't intend to leave. You waiting for him to come chase you and beg you. You doing it the wrong way. It becomes 72 hours or it become a 14-day break. But the intention is to be gone. The intention is when you leave, you're not coming back. And what his job is to convince you beyond a reasonable doubt to come back. So when you leave, listen to me. You have to be, and this one of my quotes, in order to keep a man, you gotta be willing to lose him. So you got to be willing to leave him for good in order to be able to keep him. If a man don't believe you will leave him, you will never have his heart. You'll never have his heart. If he does not believe that you will leave him, you will never have his heart. Point blank, period. Ain't no way around. Ain't no way around it. So now listen to me, hear me out. Okay. This man, out of ego, he gonna expose himself. He gonna show his true colors because he won't be able to fake for long. The man who come back out of heart, you gotta set a timeline, a realistic timeline, okay? Like 6 months is the vetting period. It's the probationary period. To where you came back, but you put on probation just because if you slip up, you getting terminated for real. So the 6 months is the probationary period. So the man who come back out of heart, he's going to do everything. He's going to do the sessions. If he got the money, he's going to pay for it. If he don't got the money, he'll at least go half with you. He going to put some money up. If he don't have a job and he don't have any money, then you need to question what you're doing with him anyways. Because it's temp work out here. So if he ain't going to hop on the back of the truck with the men that's undocumented And that's how they get their money to feed their family, because they don't have their documentation. So they got to work for them men, them construction companies, and they picking oranges. Because I remember that my family used to do that. People in my family used to get on the bus and then go out to the orange field and pick oranges. And it'd be a lot of undocumented people on there, and then it'd be people on there who didn't finish school, like some of my family members and people who was out of work. They get on that bus and they go pick them oranges for the rich man who owned the orange grove. They go pick them oranges. And so it's temp work out there. So that's first thing. Don't be with no man that ain't got no job and ain't gonna go do no temp work. I ain't gonna go flip no burgers at McDonald's. And he shouldn't go do nothing illegal now, scamming and serving and hustling. No, don't be with him either. But he need to get his butt up and be working now. So that's the first thing. So he gonna at least go half. If he can't afford the whole thing, he gonna at least go half. Especially if y'all trying to book me. Now, it's other coaches on my mentor.life that's $25 an hour, $35, $45, $50. Okay, all right. My daddy is on my mentor.life. He $100 an hour. So that's affordable. And so, all right, he gonna put that up. Now, the man who come back out of heart, he doing that. The coaching, he doing the books. You a Christian, you go to church, he going to church. If y'all can't go to church right now, if it's in this season and they hit 19 out there, he watching the sermon online. Okay, you send him my Sunday sermon, he watching it and giving you feedback on it. Y'all talking about it when you get on the phone. All right, he doing everything. Now here's the thing. Caveats and nuance, the t-shirt under the video. Now see, here go the caveats and nuances now. Now one thing I learned, I say caveats, but the white men say caveat. Here's a caveat. What I say caveat? They say caveat. Here's a caveat. I would listen to a YouTube video and I hear the guy caveat. I said, okay, that's how you say it? No, this is a caveat. Okay, so here go the caveats and nuances. Now, what you have here is this man, if y'all were together for less than a year, the man who come back out of heart, he gonna do all the work, but it could take him up to 1 year to propose to you. Up to 1 year. If y'all were together for a year or more, the man who come back out of heart, he need to be proposing to you within 6 months. 6 months to 9 months is the absolute max. If y'all were together for a year or more. Some people always, I read a meme the other day, and it was the meme is saying like, it's people who slept together on the first night and they celebrating their 15th wedding anniversary. It's people who waited until marriage to sleep together and got divorced after a year. That is all true. Talking about ain't no recipe or ain't no what's called to this, do what make you happy. That's the dumbest thing in the world, because it is a recipe to it and it is a timeline to it, and it's exceptions to the rules. People who slept together on the first night, you don't know what they done gone through. Yeah, they celebrating 15 years, but with lumps and knots and bruises from beating on each other the whole 15 years. And yeah, people waited until marriage and got a divorce, but that don't mean they did it with the foundation of God. That don't mean that mean they ignored the red flags. They still did it the wrong way. Yeah, you waited until marriage, but that's all you did. You ignored all the red flags of insecurity, immaturity, arrogance, condescending, inconsistency. You ignored all those red flags. And you settled because you got with this short, bald-headed man who, when the Lord told you your husband tall, dark, and handsome with a hairline, and here you getting anxious and you getting antsy and you questioning God and what God told you. God told you your man tall, dark, and handsome with a hairline. But here you go, get with this short, bald-headed man who insecure. Now, he could be short and bald-headed as long as he's a good man with a good heart. But this man that you settle for, short, bald-headed, and insecure. So that's why y'all waited until marriage and got a divorce within a year, because you ignored all the rest of the red flags. You ignored that he had little man syndrome. You ignored he had Napoleon syndrome. The other man from Germany that was short. You know, you ignore he got that same spirit on him. And so, yeah, he waited until marriage, but everything else was wrong with him. You see what I'm saying? So understand this. It is a timeline to it. It is a recipe for success. And what this means is a man who knows you his wife, he's going to be intentional. He's not just going to drag you along. He's not going to waste your time. He's going to come. He's going to do the work. He's going to put in the work, and he's going to make it official. He's going to make it official. If he made an honest mistake by pushing you away or by running off because he just did not fully know what he was looking for, when he come back, he going to do it the right way, and he going to have things decent and in order, and he going to make a move and get on one knee in a timely fashion. And he's going to jump through every hoop you put out there. You could put the hoop out there, you spray that igniter, light it, it's on fire, he jumping right through there like he in Barnum and Bailey circus. You hear me? He jumping through the hoops. He doing what he got to do because he knows you're his wife, and he was stupid the first time around. He used you, he took you for granted, and he messed it up, and he cannot let you get away because he miscalculated, he misjudged. You are the one. So he coming back and he doing all the work. He doing it your way on your timeline, and he finna pop that question. Marry you, give you a lifetime commitment. Then he wanna get you pregnant and get a house together in both of y'all name. He wanna do things decent and in order because he's serious. When that man come back and he talking about get pregnant, but y'all ain't married. Let's get a house together, get an apartment together, but y'all ain't married. And he trying to put the cart before the horse. He coming back out of ego. He's still a grown boy. He's still immature. So now listen. This video probably just shot all kind of holes through your little hot air balloon. You just was just floating. You just think you just had your ex back, and you just was so excited. But this video just bust your bubble because you like, wow, he's still the same man. And I've been ignoring these red flags. I hate to do it to you, but I'm glad I did it to you so that you'll know. Do not take and slip up and slip and fall into bed with a grown boy who came back out of ego. It'll cost you everything. Hey, it's Tony Gas. Hey, now some of y'all done been ordering my little shirts under the video. I really am not a t-shirt man, and it's made by Teespring. Really don't like Teespring shirts, but I thank y'all for getting it because I know you probably get it and be like, come on, Teespring, y'all need to work on the here ain't. But thank y'all for getting them shirts. And the reason why I say that because I think last week, like 30 people bought a t-shirt, and I got an email from Teespring, and 43 people bought a t-shirt. I said, wow, okay. Praise the Lord. Hey, thank you. Thank you for watching these videos all the way to the end. God bless you. We'll talk soon.